Hello everybody and welcome to another video on the channel, and today I'm going to be answering one of the biggest age-old questions for anybody who plays video games. How do you mod Minecraft? And oddly enough, it is very simple to actually do this, but at the same time does require a couple different complex processes. So yeah. Anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. First thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to pop up your Internet Explorer thing or whatever engine you use to actually look up stuff on the internet. And the first thing we're going to want to do is just type in Minecraft and go to the official website. So, once you're here... Oh, that is not what I meant to do. Alright, you want to click Get Minecraft, and then you want to go Computer. Unfortunately, this is in fact a PC, well, not a PC, but a computer required way to mod. Like, you need the PC or Mac or whatever you use for computer to actually do this. You can't do it on console or mobile, as far as I know. But then you're going to want to go to Java. And this specific version is exclusive to computer, and it will cost money to get. I don't know why it's saying euros now, even though I am not anywhere near anywhere that would use a euro. But yeah, it'll basically cost this much money, or $26 US money. So yeah. Once you get Minecraft, you should have it on your desktop somewhere. And we're going to set that aside for now. Good. Anyway, then once we have that, the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go back here and type in Minecraft Forge. And this is basically the engine that you're going to use in either to mod Minecraft. Like, this is what you're going to be using to do it. Now, this is where things will get very important. So, here's the things you need to know. So, as you can see, it has all the different versions of Minecraft for Forge. Now, it'll say, like, download latest, download recommended. The way this works is, since these mods have to be, like, updated with the different versions of Minecraft, some mods will require certain versions of Minecraft. So, you can't just get 1.15.2, the most recent version of Minecraft that came out, because the mods don't follow the updates of Minecraft. Like, yeah, they can be updated sometimes depending on what the developer does, but you will need to change the version of Forge or update it or whatever depending on what mods you're going to use. But thankfully, most mods are released, like, they basically stick to the version of 1.12.2. That has been like that for a couple years now, but as far as I know, they are updating most of the really popular mods are going to be updating soon to 1.15, if I remember correctly. But yeah, it's just something you gotta stick to, really. So once you go to here, like, once you choose whatever version of Minecraft you want, depending on what mods you're gonna get, which I recommend 1.12.2. Then you're going to see this, and you're going to want to go to download latest and click installer. And now this is where it can get a little risky. So if it says stuff like this, just X out of it. Just block all the stuff. Don't listen to any of this. Don't click on anything here, because otherwise you may download malware. You may download just some random junk that the site has. You just don't want to click any of this here and just click skip as soon as it pops up. And it'll give you this little download thing at the bottom here, which for some reason is not showing fully on the screen. But right here, the middle button, it'll say save. You're going to want to click that. And then that will, that'll basically start downloading Forge itself. So yeah, just ignore all the other random stuff that you get. So once we've done that, the next thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to actually get to the mods themselves. So what we're going to do is we're going to type in Curse Forge. And something I would recommend once you have found this site right here, you're going to want to favorite this, which you could just do by clicking this. Like, you're going to want to bookmark it so you can come back to it whenever you want easily. So, yeah. It's not really required, but I would recommend that just because this is where you're going to get all your mods, and it's a lot easier just to go back and check it through that. So, yeah. But next you're going to want to click Minecraft, and then once you're here, then you'll see there is all this stuff here. Now these are your actual mods. Right now I'm under mod packs, but you can change it by clicking on something here. Oh, it's right here. I'm blind. Alright, so there's a bunch of stuff here that you can do, but the main thing that you're gonna want to know for this is that mod packs will require an app called Twitch to install it. So that's the only way you can use them, through Twitch. So if you don't have that, I would recommend downloading it if you're going to be using these mod packs. It's 100% free to get. So yeah. But then there's also worlds, and these are going to be your maps that people just published on here. So you have all these different maps and stuff like that, which will require different versions of Forge and Minecraft. So yeah. And then you have the main thing we're here for, which is the mods. And mods will have a very wide variety of, like, there's going to be a lot of these. So you can go and use these different filters, on whichever mod you want to find. And then it has like all these recommended ones here. So yeah. So just for the sake of knowing how to do it, I'm just gonna go to just enough items. This is a very popular mod right here. As you can see, it'll say right here, game version 1.12.2. That is the latest version you can use, and it still be operable. If it's any higher than that, and you try to use this, it will not work. So yeah, you will need, for instance, Forge 1.12.2 in either to actually use this mod with that Forge. So yeah, but we'll get to that a little later. And it'll also say when it was last updated and how many downloads it has, but none of that really matters per se. So yeah, but the way you actually get it is you can press download, and if you click on that, it'll put you right here, and don't click on any of this as usual. Just wait for that to pop up at the very bottom. You can't see it because my recorder's being weird, but basically it's just a normal open, or like, yeah, I think it's open, save, cancel. You just want to click save, and that'll start running a security scan, and then it'll say open folder, and that's what you want to do next. As you can see, that is right here. So I'm gonna X out of that, and X out of CurseForge. You can keep doing that with as many mods as you want. So yeah. Now, the next thing we're gonna need to do to set this up, we need to actually set up our folders for this to work. We already have Minecraft, and we already have CurseForge downloaded. So the next thing we need to do is actually set all this up. So first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to open your File Explorer. And once you have your File Explorer, you're going to want to go to your Windows C, and then you're going to want to go to Users. Once you're in Users, you'll see these two things and then the name of your user on your computer. So you just click the one that is you on your computer, and then once you're there, you're going to look for app data, and then once you're here, you're going to want to click roaming, and now that you're here, then you want to click .minecraft, and that's going to be like all the stuff for Minecraft, and you want to go down until you find mods, and then you're going to want to click on that. And now once you're here, you're going to want to you're going to want to right click, and then once this tab is here, you want to go to new, and then you're going to click shortcut, and then you can basically just set this up however you want. So yeah, and once you have this, then basically you're going to put that shortcut onto the desktop itself, like this one right here. And once this shortcut is created, this is basically going to be where you put all your mods for it to actually go into Minecraft itself. Then once you have that, then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to want to go back to the files, and then go to downloads, and you'll see there's JEI, or just enough items, right there. But then you're going to want to right click it, go to new. I don't know why that's not working the way I want it to. Maybe it's because I already have the shortcut built. But you're going to want to basically make another shortcut for the downloads file and put it on your desktop as well. So whatever you download on this computer will go straight to this shortcut right here. So now the way this is going to work is the next thing we're going to do is we're going to right click the desktop itself, and we're going to click new and then folder, and this you can name it literally whatever you want. So I'm just going to put in mod storage. I am a very slow typer, I am sorry. And basically this will pop up for me just because I already have it here, so I'm just going to delete this. But basically what this is going to be is, since you may want to keep a certain mod and not use it yet while using a bunch of other mods, you can have this folder here as storage. So as you can see, I already have some mods in here. So yeah. Now, once you have that, you basically have all the folder setups you will really need, and you have basically everything you'll need. So the way you're going to use this is you're going to, once you have your mod downloaded, you're basically just going to take your mod, in my case JEI, and you're going to put it in this folder here, mod shortcut. And what this is doing is now the game is reading this file and seeing that now there is a mod here for it to read. So yeah. Now the next thing we're going to want to do is actually the most risky part of this, because it can lead to some catastrophic problems. Well, not catastrophic per se, but it can lead to some issues if you don't do it right. So you want to boot up Java Minecraft, and once it's up, then you're going to want to click installations. And this is going to be all the stuff that you have. I already have Forge downloaded myself, so you're not going to see, like, this is not going to be like this first. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click new. And then you can name this installation whatever you want, just like, I don't know, Forge. Oh, not Frog, Forge. And then you're going to go to version, and you're going to scroll down here until you find the version that you downloaded. In this case, version 1.12.2. And as you can see, there's going to be multiple versions of this, multiple releases, as you can tell by these 4-digit numbers. So you're going to want to make sure that you have the correct version, or else the entire thing will go down. If you can't tell between multiple releases of this version, then you should just, I guess, just trial and error your way through. But it won't be that big a deal usually. So yeah, but you won't see all these different Forge versions. It'll only be the one that you downloaded. So in my case, I'm just going to use the newest version that I have. And then this is where it actually gets a little risky. You want to go to more options, and you're going to see JVM arguments. And right here, you're going to see that it XMX2G. Now, this number you can change to a different number to make it run better, but it has to be a very specific number. So, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to change this to the total amount of RAM that you have on your computer, and you can also play around with it and set it to half the RAM. Sometimes it'll work better then. But if you do not know how to check your RAM on your computer, you can simply go to Windows here, go to Settings, and once you're here, then you basically just type in RAM, and then you go to View RAM Info. And once you're here, you can scroll down. You'll see, this is basically what I have here, and you'll see Installed RAM, and whatever number it says here is what you're going to want to actually put in replacement to that number. So, for instance, I have 32 gigs of RAM, so I'm going to X out of that, and I'm going to pull up Minecraft, and I am going to replace that 2 with 32. And then, once I have this, you can also change the logo, which is pretty nice, and you can also add a separate picture. So I'm just going to go ahead and quickly set it to, I don't know, this. Oh, okay. Well, apparently if you want to set it to a custom picture, you have to have 128 by 128 pixel PNG file. So, well, now you know. So, anyway, I'm just going to set it to leaves just because I can. And you want to create that, and now it's right here. So, now you basically can go to the bottom left here, and you'll see all this, and you just want to go to the one that you set up, and select it. And now, basically, everything has been set up. So, basically, here's just a couple of tips so then you know how this system, well, not how the system works, but so then you know this, because they are very important to know. So first things first, all of these mods are 100% free. The only thing that will cost money is just buying Minecraft Java to begin with, which makes sense because it is not just a free thing you can download off the internet. There are probably ways you can get Minecraft Java for free by not going to the official Minecraft site, but I wouldn't recommend doing that just because you might accidentally install malware, and that's honestly the last thing that any of us need. So, yeah. Another thing is that if you want to get a map, it will actually take a lot more steps to actually set that up. So you'll probably want to look up a different video if you want to know how to make maps and stuff. Or not make maps, but how to load them up in the first place and play them for yourself. And also, some maps, or not some maps, some mods that you look up on CurseForge may not be in CurseForge directly. So take a very popular mod called Lycanites. That one you will have to go to like their official website and download through there, and it'll take you to an unlisted part of CurseForge that has Lycanites. So some mods will require you to go to a different website in order for you to download it off of Curse. So if you're not seeing a certain mod that you really want, it may be in CurseForge as enlisted, but you have to go to a different website to download it first, or it may not be there at all. For instance, the ever popular Lucky Blocks. So, yeah. If you can't find a mod there, then you can try looking up the official website, but I wouldn't know. So, yeah. And another thing you should know, a lot of these mods are very large files, so they may cause lag depending on how strong your computer is. So, yeah. If your computer isn't that strong, I wouldn't recommend playing Minecraft Java unless you are modding Minecraft Java unless you either have an upgrade coming in, or you're simply just playing with a lot of mods that don't really take up that much space or cause that much lag. So yeah, just be responsible with your mods. You don't want to completely destroy your computer. So yeah. And another thing, some mods may actually conflict with others, so be careful which mods you put in the same folder together, because sometimes it'll just crash the game, sometimes it just will not load the game up at all. So yeah, and it can be very simple conflictions. So I would recommend making sure that each individual mod works with the other mods in the event that there is a confliction, and then you can narrow it down by just process of elimination, by taking out each mod one by one and seeing what the problem is. So yeah, but be careful with which mods you get, because sometimes it'll cause a confliction and it won't load up the game until you either fix the confliction or take out the mod that's causing it. So not all mods will work together easily. So you gotta make sure that you actually get the proper mods. So yeah, and mods, they may be updated to certain versions of Minecraft depending on what the developers do, and there's not really any guarantee that every single mod will make it to 1.15, just because of the fact that some mod developers may have given up on the project, some mod developers may just not want to update it again. I don't know, I'm not part of the mod devs and stuff, so yeah. So I wouldn't know what it's like, but no, there's no guarantee that all mods will work for the same version, and some mods will be very old versions and will not work with the other versions. So yeah. But yeah, and then of course, again, make sure your computer can handle all this. You do not want to get like over 100 mods and then have your computer lag. Like it sucks, trust me. So yeah, but let's go on and boot this up, and then I can show you guys one last thing that you're going to want to know about modding for Minecraft Java. Now there is one more thing I want to show you, and that is, unfortunately, if you want to play with friends on modded Minecraft, you will need to open a server in order to do that, which will in fact cost money to do. Yeah. So if you do want to actually set this up, you will need a separate system to actually get it to work, or like you'll need to open a server to get it to work. So yeah, which is unfortunate, sadly, but yeah, you will need to open another server, which can cost money depending on if you are going to buy it from someone else or if you can set it up yourself. Which I personally do not know how to do, and I do not know if I'll ever be able to figure that out. I hope I will, because I don't want to pay money. But yeah, so if you want to do multiplayer, you will need to either start your own server somehow, or pay somebody to open a server for you. So yeah, which is unfortunate, sadly, because that's the only way that Java Minecraft will allow you to play multiplayer. But you can play single player easily, so yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much everything there is to really cover. If there's anything that I did not mention that you guys want to know about in the video, please tell me in the comment section below. If there's anything that I may have missed, or that anything that you want to see. In the next video, I am going to be doing a cover of at least 5 different mods that I honestly cannot live without, because they are just too good. Like, they are just too amazing for any modding career, or not career, any modding time. I don't know. I butchered that. So, if you want to see that, just stay tuned on this channel. That video will be dropping soon. And I hope this helped with anybody who wants to know how to mod for Minecraft. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like the video if you did. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this below. I hope I helped you guys a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.